right. So we covered yesterday on the show of PPP calling out Ethan Klein for the lawsuit against Noah Sampson and calling him a dirty Jew, right? And basically saying he's a scumbag and all that. But today, there's a clip of them, like literally right after that, of them hyping up Ethan Klein to destroy Hassan Piker.
Say like that.
Oh damn!
Quayman actually calls them out on this, and I'm going to go ahead and pull that up and play it. So let's go ahead and pull that up. Streaming stuff being gay, but yeah, we could talk about the Kino Casino lying and being inconsistent retards. Yay! Quayman criticizes Kino Casino. Hold on, do I have it up?
No. One will eat you, the other one will turn you into cocaine. Anyone who honestly believes these people have your best interests at heart, you might as well stick a loaded gun in your mouth.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong because they really don't. Like, they don't have your best interests at all. I keep telling you guys that, and I get a lot of Kino Casino fans, a lot of commentary retards saying I'm wrong, that Kino Casino's based, that they have our best interests. It's like, no, the fuck they don't. They literally will even use you as like if you guys were big enough, they would literally stab you guys in the back and make you guys into contact. Yeah, they're literally attack dogs. They're attack dogs for Gabe Hoffman, Keemstar, and the bigger commentary community, and the Jewish billionaire Gabe Hoffman,
which is
he worked with Hassan.
Oh God, I don't want to listen to these motherfuckers.
Well, we are, because that's part of the segment. But yeah, we get to. Don't worry though. You get free reign to say whatever the fuck you want about these motherfuckers.
I will tell you this though, right? When we compare Triple P with Andy Worski, right? Personally, if you ask me to choose who would I hang out with, who would I work with, it would be Triple P, right? Because I know I can outrun that motherfucker. With Andy Worski, he'll just snort up a couple of lines and he will not stop for hours. All right? All I have to do is throw a rotisserie chicken at Triple P and he'll be satisfied.
At least Triple P does add some stuff to the table, even though he is an attack dog. At least he does monologues and adds a little bit to the show. All Andy does is yeah, I'm just here, coked out. I'm pretending I'm sober, but I'm not. Yeah. In fact, he doesn't even talk about his sober journey anymore because everyone knows that's just a big grift.
People, you know when the quartering got lambasted by these guys, right? If the quartering had any fans left in response to the oranges, what are the oranges for? The quartering's crew could have been like, well, what's this white powder for, Worski? White powder. That's
literally, because that's what I've been doing. Because that's the thing. Because that's literally what they can do. They can literally just say, hey, you're a cokehead. Your opinion doesn't matter. What's this white powder? Why didn't they ask him about his sobriety? Why doesn't the quartering make a tweet and ask Andy about his sober journey? Because they like to make fun of the quartering for being alcoholic, but it's like Andy Worski is an alcoholic plus a cokehead. You could literally point that out, and that's what people don't understand. It's like you got to point out these people's hypocrisies. That's how you destroy them. Is point the true hypocrisies. Because Kino Casino are the biggest hypocrite, flip-flopping pieces of shit. One day they're calling Ethan Klein a Jew, and next day they're saying that they're going to team up with them. It's like these people are fake motherfuckers.
These guys love Las Vegas because that's where they go to kill people.
Oh, yeah, that's where the whole orgy, which I had Kyler on. I actually had people that had inside information on the orgy on. I think Iron Wolfspear actually went to I had people that actually went there on the show back in 2025. Told me all about all the parties, all the stuff.
Triton, there's something that these two remind me of, right? They remind me of their master, and I'm just gonna share my screen real quick. Oh, they've got a few masters, but here's the one I want to show you guys. There we go.
תלמיד ישיבה הולך עם תספורת מעליות. זה תספורת של גוי של יהודי,
Goy. That
is one of the masters because they work for Gabe Hoffman, who works for these people, literally.
Goy.
You see, folks, this is the true master of Kino Casino.
Yep.
Okay. Yahvid Muk Foreskin Remover. That's his name. Yahib Muk.
Yahib Foreskin Remover. That's your new master. Yep. That's your masters, basically. That's who the Kino Casino sold out. Let's see what they have to say about the whole Klein thing. Let's see Queeman destroy him and us destroy him on top of it.
Is going to stage
he worked
like
with Hassan and shitting on conservatives.
But this is the thing is, like, we've done an arc like championing him in order to get him to destroy Hassan. Like, and I just like some people
how'd
just
that go?
Don't get it.
Okay, how'd that go?
How'd that go? Y'all literally had to disavow Ethan Klein because the Queemansburgs kept on bothering y'all on Twitter, and y'all eventually had to let Ethan Klein go because, see, you guys don't have real opinions. You guys just follow with the wind. Me, I've always been consistent in saying that even when Ethan Klein broke up with Hassan, right, I said he's still a piece of shit, and I've always had that opinion. You don't just fucking side with one person because you have a common enemy. If you hate that person, you hate that person too. An enemy of my enemy is another enemy, especially if I don't like them.
Because all it's done is introduce a bunch of corrosive copyright lawsuits, and Hassan's more popular than ever. Fucking idiot.
Literally, Freeman is right. All the hyping up Ethan Klein just made Ethan Klein egotistical to think he can get away with everything. And because Kino Casino, Nicholas Diorio, Willie Mack Show, and all these people hyped up Ethan Klein, now he's literally suing everybody and the mama and going crazy with DMCA lawsuits.
Look in the fucking
all because these people defended him. All because these people gave him a boost in his ego. Now he's going crazy.
Look around. Open your eyes, you stupid fat bastard. Look around. Did it destroy Hassan? Did it destroy Twitch? Did it own the lefties? No, it didn't. Obviously. You retards.
It kind of gave the lefties and Hassan a little bit more credibility than they deserve. And that's sad. That is really, really sad. That Joe...
Well, Hassan is going to get gang raped by criminals after his Cuban conviction gets sorted out, so...
Yeah, but still, even then, it's like, he's already going down. It's like, why do we need Ethan Klein to say Hassan's bad when the government's already going after him?
Good question.
You retarded conservatives all still hate him like you did before. No one expects anything different. All you've done is negatively polarize a bunch of other people into supporting Hassan and thinking, wait, why are people being so histrionic about it?
See, I've had a few people in my community ask me, hey, you should support Hassan, mainly because of how bad Ethan Klein and Nicholas Diorio have become, including Kino Casino. These people are so bad, it's converting a lot of people in commentary to actually support Hassan. Like, yeah, Hassan's a shitty guy, but these people are more shittier. That's literally what I get all the time. And people in my chat can tell you, like, hey, like, there's like a lot of these people are so shitty to the point where there's people supporting Hassan. Now, I'm not going to support Hassan because he's a terrorist, he's a piece of shit. But you're getting people to question their own beliefs because you're being that much of a piece of shit. You're being that much of a piece of shit that you're literally getting people to question themselves on, is a terrorist more of a good person than y'all? If people have to think that a terrorist is more of a better person than you guys, then you guys have a big, huge problem.
Meanwhile, he's still got the same viewership. He's still, meeting sitting representatives. He's still getting involved in campaigns.
Hassan's not even destroyed. Even if he goes to jail, it's like he's still going to come back, and like all these guys did to Hassan is just boost him even more. These people benefited Hassan more than anything, especially by being just as bad as him. When you're just as bad as him and that insufferable, all the people that hate Hassan are going to hate you too because they hate they hate Hassan not just because it's Hassan, because of his actions, of how insufferable he is, how he supports terrorism, how he supports anti-American rhetoric. And when you guys do the same thing and are anti-free speech just like Hassan, the free speech warriors like myself are not going to support you.
So where is the Hassan destruction exactly? Where is that? That's why I need these fucking retards to start answering. Where the fuck is the Hassan destruction?
Yeah, where is it? In fact, he may not even go to jail on the whole Cuba thing, actually. Because Hassan even said that I'm not going to probably go to jail because they got bigger fish to fry on that whole thing. Because Hassan's just like a side character on that whole thing. They're actually mainly going after the people that funded that whole Cuban thing. And that's who they're mainly going after. And Hassan was just part of it, so he got subpoenaed for being a part of it. But Hassan's probably not going to go down. And even if he does serve a few months in jail, it's like there's a lot of streamers that serve time in jail and they come back and they're bigger than ever. And it's like, did Ethan Ralph going to jail stop him? Nope, he's bigger than ever.
I'll tell you this, Triton. Quite simply, the administration needs a win right now, and they can't get an easier win than just nailing a fucker to the wall, right? Trump just makes it very clear. His administration makes it very clear. You aided and abetted a terrorist nation, we execute you. Now, if we had an administration with that kind of balls to essentially electrocute this motherfucker to oblivion, then a lot of popular support that MAGA has lost, they would get back from a single. It's politically egregious, but it would send a message that we are back. The train is on the tracks. We will deal with those who aid and abet America's enemies as if they are enemy combatants themselves. So I think the Trump administration and its successors could gain a lot of popular support by essentially kangaroo courting this motherfucker to oblivion.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great to see Roadkill in the chat.
Yeah, what's up, Roadkill? And also to answer this question on which one is the powderhead? This
Warski on the right.
He's the one that sniffs the powder up the nose all the time. These are the people that want us to hate Hassan so much. Fat ass that sniffs cocaine because he does it too, and this guy. They all sniff cocaine. They're all they support a genocide in Gaza. Like they're literally no better than Hassan. Great to see you, Torin, God of Anger. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well.
Yeah. As you saw my comment there, Hassan's now ratting out associates and allegedly admitted he was helping spread propaganda to divide people.
Oh yeah, we covered all that on the overnight show last night.
Throw the book at him.
See, I already know a few because this is fucking one retard Den Tim's that's like a Kino Casino fan that tried to tell everyone that I'm a Hassan fan. No, I'm not a Hassan fan. In fact, I did a whole overnight stream where I did two separate segments actually shitting on Hassan. So it's like, yeah, no, I am not a Hassan fan. In fact, I actually shit on Hassan every chance I get to. It's just when Kino Casino and Ethan Klein are no better, I have to point that out because my integrity matters, and I'm not going to defend people that are the same kind, that are just as much of scumbags as Ethan Klein is.
Yep, and they're spreading propaganda too.
Yep, they spread propaganda too. It's like you can't get mad at Hassan for spreading Chinese and Cuban propaganda when
these guys are spreading Jewish propaganda.
Yeah, exactly. You basically finished my sentence for me. You can't get mad at Hassan for doing that when you're literally spreading propaganda of another group. It doesn't matter what group it is. If you're spreading propaganda, you're spreading propaganda.
And at the end of the day, all these groups are actually working together.
Yes, all these groups are working together behind the scenes. In fact, you want to know what the biggest enemies? People like me, Digny, people that actually are unbiased. That's who they hate the most. Is people like us that point out this shit and point out all the fake shit and all that.
But no, the best you've got is the federal government subpoenaing him in like an obviously biased way. Is that part of Ethan Klein's epic war on Hassan? Is that something
Nope. Ethan Klein had nothing to do with that. All Ethan Klein shows himself is he's just as bad as Hassan.
we're supporting now? It's like retarded. You know, the lawsuit stuff from Ethan, we can go through the list, right? What the fuck does Ethan spamming out DMCAs against H3 Snark? What does that have to do with Hassan?
In fact, the people in the Snark server, I don't even think they like Hassan, yet he's subpoenaing them. He's subpoenaing Noah Sampson. He's subpoenaing a bunch of other people that are not even Hassan. What is suing Noah Sampson over him believing that Ethan Klein is supporting a genocide? What does that have to do with taking out Hassan? What does that have to do with all of that? Like, that's what I'm asking. I feel like there needs to be more people calling it out. But yet people like Kino Casino and Nicholas Diorio, they do these softball criticisms. Nicholas Diorio won't even call out Ethan Klein a name or anything. At least PPP called him a dirty Jew last time. But it's like, how are you going to go from calling him a dirty Jew and then saying, oh, yeah, we'll support him against Assad? No, it's like, don't support either of them. This is the problem, is you guys just support certain people at certain times. And this is the problem, is you got to pick and choose when to support someone. If someone's doing bad actions, you don't support them. Now, if they're doing good, if Ethan Klein was doing good, then I wouldn't give a fuck. But he's not doing good. He's doing bad as well. You don't support bad, point blank, period. You can't just say, oh, Hassan's bad, but I'm going to support Ethan Klein, who's just as bad, just to go after him. It's like, it doesn't work. It's like the whole NBA versus perfection thing. It doesn't work. Just being worse than the person you're going after does not work.
Why does hating Hassan mean I should be okay with that? But the whole way, retards like this, retards like the Oreo, I've cheered on just awful shit happening. It's bad for everyone, not just bad for fucking Hassan.
And it's like,
it's bad for everyone because when you let someone get away with doing that stuff to Hassan, they're going to do it to you. They're going to do it to people that don't deserve it. Because if they can get away with doing it to one piece of shit, they're going to do it to another person and say, hey, that person's a piece of shit too. And then the cycle just keeps on going and going. Just like the sponsorship thing. When Ethan Klein went after Keemstar sponsors, after that, it started a whole cycle of Pokemon going after people's sponsors, some other people going after people's sponsors. Like a bunch of YouTubers lost their sponsors, and now sponsors are being super strict on who they sponsor because of what Ethan Klein and Keemstar did back in the day by going after each other's sponsors.
it's really not that fucking serious. You know what I mean? Like, let these people destroy each other.
But I don't understand the.
So why don't you just let these people destroy each other and call out both sides then? Because you're saying let these people destroy each other. Okay, then let them destroy each other. Don't take the side of Ethan Klein. Don't fucking go up there and take bullets for Ethan Klein. Why are you going to take damage for someone you say you hate? See, it's like they're trying to appeal to both audiences at the same time. They're trying to appeal to the Ethan Klein audience, and they're also trying to appeal to the Snark and Kleeman audience, because they know that the internet's divided. They know that 50% people like Ethan Klein, 50% people hate Ethan Klein. So they're basically bullying a moist critical and trying to play both sides. And that's what I don't like, is them playing both sides on this whole thing.
One thing.
Retard.
Right?
It has
When you,
broader
like-
impacts to other people, such as yourself. Something you used to care about.
So, I'm going to give my final takes on this. Then we get to actually laugh at Hassan one more time, because I do have an Hassan segment. And then I guess that would be, because that would be basically 3 topics. We could cover one more, but after that. But we got one more after that. But I'm going to get final perspectives on the whole Hassan thing, starting with Digny. Digny, what do you think about Kino Casino flip-flopping on Ethan Klein? Because yesterday they said that he was a dirty Jew. Now today they're saying that we have to side with Ethan Klein against Hassan just to destroy Hassan. What do you think about them flip-flopping and being pieces of shit?
Well, Triple P and Wolski both know how to survive in this space. They've been there and done it for well over a decade. Look, guys, Andy Wolski's career as a content creator should have died in 2022, but he found a way to survive. Their survival lies in our medium destroying itself. It's as simple as that. In the case with Hassan, man worked with a terrorist state. The United States considers Cuba, communist Cuba, to be a terrorist state. Aiding and abetting a terrorist state. Well, of course you're going to be on the chopping
It's fucking
block.
treason. It's literally treason.
I mean, look, he could do it in China and get away with it because a country like China can go toe-to-toe with the United States. Not just militarily, but economically as well, because of all the goods and services that the Chinese provide the entire world. But with Cuba, it's a completely different story. They keep to themselves, and the blockade they face is only from the United States. That's why non-Americans are a lot nicer to Cuba than Americans are. Why? Because to America's population and America's government, Cuba are a terrorist regime. They're a terrorist country. In the case with Ethan Klein, look, lawfare, lawsuits are the weapon of Jews, ladies and gentlemen. Anyone who is suing you is most likely a Jew, okay, or Jew adjacent. That's why it's egregious. In regards to the whole sponsorship thing, look, guys, you might as well burn on your forehead. I can be bought if you have a sponsorship. That's why I'm in favor of it not being a thing. All right?
I'm not being in favor of a thing because that's the thing, because people could just go after your sponsors and they're going to drop it, and it's like you're relying on money on something that, like, if you have to rely on other people and they can just choose whenever they want to drop you, then it's not something you should rely on at all.
It's why I know that I and what I have built will stand the test of time until I am dead. It's because I've built like an operating system, a content creator operating system that can self-sustain itself, and it doesn't need a budget. So it's continuous. Yes, people come and people go, but people are like pieces of the puzzle of this content creation operating system, of which you guys are a great part of. So I know it can keep on going. I know it can keep on growing. As Torrin coke while I say that.
Torrin doesn't do drugs. He's not Andy Warski. Don't worry.
Nah, I just
speaking of Torrin, what do you think about the Kino Casino flipping on Ethan Klein, saying that he's a dirty Jew, and then today saying, we should side with him against Hassan, and we should actually be his friend.
Wait, they're saying they want to side with Hassan now?
No, they say they want to side with Ethan Klein against Hassan right after calling him a dirty Jew.
Yeah. From what I understand, Ethan Klein says a lot of shit because they think they're funny. Yet they have a bunch of lawsuits against them because they're fucking retards.
No, they're the ones filing lawsuits against other people because of the.
Oh no, there's people filing lawsuits against them too.
Oh yeah, there is too. Yeah, you are right. See, that's another thing. You know what's weird? The people that have lawsuits filed against them are the ones that file the most lawsuits. Like the Tates, Andrew and Tristan Tate have all these lawsuits against them, and you want to know what they do? They decide to sue some random fat disabled guy for just criticizing them. And it's like, okay, that's kind of weird. You're already being sued for the same thing, and you're going to sue someone else for criticizing you? That means you're no better than the people suing you.
Well, they are the Tates.
Yep, they are the Tates. What about you, Jim? What's your final thoughts on the Kino Casino flipping on Ethan Klein, calling him a dirty Jew yesterday, but now basically saying that we should side with him?
I don't even think they know what they're talking about. I think what it amounts to is that they are, how do I say this? They are two-sided bitches that
two-faced
two-sided, like they'll be on one side on one day, one side on the other.
Two-faced.
But it's all
with Torrin there. Yeah, Torrin's
but
right.
it's all basically for money. It has nothing to do with at the end of the day, it has nothing to do with the other stuff like the integrity.
No,
Or
it doesn't.
yeah, it's basically who's gonna fill my coffers the most. And uh, when it did start out, before we knew all the shit we knew about them, right? When the Kino casino was starting, yeah, it was shit, but at least they had somewhat of integrity. Very little at that, but they had some. I mean, they went after certain people like Ethan Ralph, but that was just because everybody had a shared enemy. But now it's like they just need to latch on to something, no integrity, and if that person can buy them out, then they'll take the money and they'll proceed to say that they're good again. So it's like no, absolutely no integrity, just kiss, 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 kiss the minute money is waived. So yeah, they can suck my cock. I don't like them.
And on that note, folks, it's time to talk about Hassan being a terrorist.